Hello, I'm Michael, and I'm here to continue the demonstration of the Price Zip Kitchen and Bath program. We're going to continue in the tile, so let's get started. Alright, we're continuing the tile and stone section. It's no different from any other section. We'll just fill in our general information. Are we supplying tile, metal edge, type of grout, whether it's epoxy or not, supplying rough materials, that kind of thing, and we'll just continue on answering the questions as normal. If you have missed the video before this, then you can look in the description below and it'll give you your URL. Basically, the tile section, you're mainly doing things by the square foot, that kind of thing. On the different type tiles, you do have an option to make whether or not it's an additional charge for natural stone tile, that kind of thing. The epoxy grout, some people charge additional to mess with it, so there's extra figures for that too. You can actually change. The light greens are always things that you can change at will. Dark blues you have to watch out a little bit for, because there are formulas in there. And as usual, move on to the tile finishing materials, where you select what type, what price range. It's really good in the way that it gives you options for price range, especially if you're just building the estimate for a client. You can just build in a certain price range that you think they're looking for, and you can adjust from there when you meet with the client. Now we're going to move on to red. We're going on to flooring. And as usual, if it's just a square room, you can throw in the length and width dimensions and it'll figure square footage for you. Or if it's an oddball room, then you can just manually put in whatever square footage you want to use. The flooring section is not an overly developed section, so it's kind of a throw in extra for now, just to give you something else to work with, give you a few more options. We're going to move on to the cabinetry section now. You got your normal questions at the top. Are you supplying rough materials, supplying cabinets, countertops, that kind of thing? And just answer the questions. Put in what components you're using, whether it's sink cabinets, other cabinets, U fillers, L fillers, wall fillers. And moving on to the finished materials, selecting your price range of your cabinets, that sort of thing. Alright, now we're going to move on to the labor task. The labor task pricing is basically just your extra add-on that gives you a little more flexibility. Those kind of oddball things that tasks that may come up, or various things, you can throw anything here you want to. Just give yourself a description of your task and then what your price range is for it. I find that the automatic part of the program definitely saves you time, gives you accuracy and that kind of thing, but it is good to still have the manual in there every now and then. Gives you a bit more flexibility. And moving on to the miscellaneous budgets. This is usually for plan production and permits, that sort of thing. A bit more extensive in some of the programs. And on to the pricing summary. Dark blue column there is the automatic calculations by the program, but you can easily, as you see, go to the manual column and it automatically overrides the other. If you decide you'd like to go back to the automatic calculation, just go back to where you had changed it in the manual column and just zero it back out, and the calculations take over. The columns on the right allow you to change the quantity in each, whether you're using 12-foot boards or 16s or whatever. And once again, you have links where you can jump back and forth through the program as an individual sheet you want to. And moving on to the material print list once you are happy with what you got. The full list, it'll trim the list down to only the materials that are being used. No need in printing out 800 pieces of material that you're not using. Once you're happy with that, then you hit the print list and it prints your list out. Then you click your save and close to shut down the program. Well, that concludes the kitchen and bath. If you're interested, please check out our site at pricezipconstruction.com or check out our store at pricezipconstruction.com/store. Have a good day. Take care.